sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Two and now on first down. That ball complete to Isabella. 7 yards the pickup there. This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Three yards remain for second down. Now Tua not liking what he sees, so he's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's brought in by Harris. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action. It's Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Throwing is Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Now Wilson. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And His first touchdown of the new season, and the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Patriots nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Tua going to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. A nice little juke. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
After the interception, here's Wilson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Wilson. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. Chris Herndon from 6 yards away. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Tua. He gets it complete to Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
That's good for our Patriots. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
45. Let's go. Check.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua. Throw left side, complete to Isabella.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. All day, every day, any day.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
45, 45. Mike, 45. I'm coming.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Tua's throw here taken in by Isabella. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he will have a Patriots first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Harris on the draw. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On the give, this is Harris. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Flush to his right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And this is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
45 the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. 45, 45. Mike, 45. Get in the way.
From the gun, it's Tua. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Point after, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 27, Wilson. This will be caught by Brown. And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Boy, A.J. Brown, I mean, one of the best in the NFL with the ball in his hands, and there's another example why.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in this second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go. Set. 30 pace. Let's go. H3, 218. Chop.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Second down and goal. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that is pulled in by Herndon for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw? Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's scooped up by the Jets. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play? That's what you need for a good counter. You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Going for the deep ball. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar, 47 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Patriots. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
They go play action with Wilson. And this complete to Mitchell. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Open man left side, that's the tight end Herndon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And Brown's got it for a Jets touchdown. A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. To a hit, and the ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Now, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Out right here to Herndon. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down and 3.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All day.
Throwing is Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Eluding the pressure right. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I should just say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet. Make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Powers through, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Play action. It's Wilson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
2nd and 2. They hand this off to Harris. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
He wasn't ready.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And